Hello and welcome everyone to the Riddled with Crime reveal live stream. My name is Meps. I am the DC Nurse Online Community Manager. With me today we have Nerd of Prey, your creative director.
Greetings, everyone.
And we have Oceans, an artist on the team.
Hello.
An artist.
Ooh.
An artiste.
An artiste on
There
the
you
team.
go.
And instrumental in all sorts of things, including Riddled with Crime. So thank you guys for being here.
You're welcome, sir.
Kind of made you, I guess, but thank you for not revolting. You guys already know that Riddled with Crime is our 29th episode.
That's a lot.
That's a lot. And you know that we're headed back to Gotham City where...
We are.
Well, we'll get to that in a second.
Mm-hmm.
Things you should know recently, DCO news, just before we get into the episode reveal. Stats Revamp launched in July, right? Water Powers.
What a summer.
Yeah, what a summer. Water Powers launched in August, which was a couple days ago, but still August.
Technically, you are correct,
Yes.
sir.
And then September, we've got Riddled with Crime, episode
Yep.
29 coming out. October, we're not talking about that on this live stream.
Oh,
and
boy.
then November, we've got episode 30, or 3,
That's
right?
a good one.
So that's a lot that's been going on, and we're really excited about it. And it's going to kind of, well, all of that has informed how we got to Riddled with Crime being what it is, which we'll also talk about later.
True that.
Also, please stick around after the show for a live Q&A in our Discord channel. The link to that is below you on Twitch or below you on YouTube, depending on where you're
Is
watching.
it really, though? Because you always see the videos where they're like, click here, and you're like, there's nothing there.
Well, it's actually scroll down.
Scroll
it's
down,
not
see?
in the video. It's
yeah, I'm here to help you guys
beneath
get the right
the thing.
info.
Yeah, so join us there. If you have questions that we don't get to in the stream, we'll definitely have some more answers there. So we're going to set the story for Riddled with Crime. Then we're going to jump into the game and show some environments, mainly the Gotham Zoo. And then we'll talk about all the rewards and all that stuff. Sound good?
Yep, same thing. We've got all sorts of new goodies for you.
Cool. All right. So I'm going to close the welcome screen here, and then we're going to jump into the game so we can look at the...
Are we going to talk and walk?
Yeah, we're going to
Well,
talk
before
and
we
walk.
do
Or we're going to
that-
walk and talk, actually.
I have to... Is that actually backwards or
is.
correct? I
What
don't
do you-
know.
I don't know which way it goes.
Yeah,
Either
There we go.
way.
That's better.
Anyway, I hope
Do you want to talk about your surprise?
I hope you like this. I hope you like this. That's all I'm going to say.
All right. What is that?
Guys, what is this? I think it's the Riddler's cane.
Oh, okay.
Someone actually asked me in the office if it was like really my cane, and I'm like, no,
it-
but if I needed one, it would be.
Does it structurally support you?
Not at all. Maybe if I fill the hollow plastic with like concrete or something. But
All right, so we're going to walk and talk a little bit. You don't have to drive around too much. But, oh, by the way, there's a very informative and very well-written development update on our website
Thank you.
and on our forums, which you should read if you haven't read, or if you have already, you should look at again, because it's awesome. So you know some of this. We're going to go into more detail than we went into in that letter and show you all of the things, many of the things in that letter. So we are obviously in the open world Gotham City. Things look a little different. Nerd of Prey, why don't you set us up with what's been going on
Well,
before Riddled with Crime opens?
Right now, I just want to point out that I'm in the hero hub. The villains have their own hub
Okay.
here because not exactly wanting to do the same things. So
They have different motives in this
indeed,
episode?
yes, they do, and different outcomes in some of the missions. Some are a little more gruesome. Those would be the hero ones. No, I'm kidding. Those are the villain. The villain missions have a little bit more flair in some of the more nasty ways. But doesn't mean there aren't cool things to do as a hero too, though, of course. So this is the mission hub, essentially for the open world, which takes place in and around Amusement Mile. And the reason we are in the Amusement Mile is this. Let me find it. Oh, it's behind there.
Behind? Oh, no.
Oh my God, Oceans! Why did you put it back there? No,
I
I'm
have
kidding.
no idea.
It moves.
It's the Riddler has made a big move.
What's going on?
I don't know if you guys remember, way back when the Joker sent Deathstroke to kill the Riddler for daring to tell on the things that he's doing.
Mhm.
But anyway, so Riddler's made a move. He's made a big move, and he's trying to take over the Amusement Mile because he's hitting the Joker where it hurts.
Oh, he's made a move
Precious
against the Joker.
the Joker, right? This is obviously all inspired by, right now in the comics, they have this thing called the War of Jokes and Riddles, and it's the same idea that the Joker and the Riddler, the two big iconic, riddles versus jokes happening. and the Gotham villains are kind of pairing off again. You know, they're like lining up like two epic groups, all the most iconic ones from like Clayface, Harley. Almost said the one that's new to our game, but I won't say that yet.
Later.
Later, I'll save that one for later. But they're aligning. They're picking a team, and kind of going all out. It's this Gotham gang war that's been in our game for a bajillion years, and it's the next chapter in that.
If you were a Gotham villain, Nerd of Prey, would you choose Team Joker or Team Riddler?
I think I already made my choice. You saw my cane.
Okay.
I made
Oceans?
my choice. This hair isn't green.
I have to be contrary and say Joker.
Joker, really? That's
Just to be
crazy.
contrary, or do you actually, like Joker? I get some people like Joker. I have always.
Sorry, I derailed you with that
Yeah,
random question.
where am I? What are we talking about? But
All right, so Joker versus Riddler.
Mhm.
Villains are lining up. Why doesn't Batman just take care of this?
That's what Nightwing wants to know.
Oh.
And those are actually the exact missions that you pick up from Nightwing. Not yet, because I haven't finished the pointer getting me here. But Batman is absolutely missing. Nobody knows where he is. And I mean, he's Batman. That's not that surprising. And that's kind of what Nightwing says. He's like, I mean,
It happens.
I don't really know if he's actually missing. Could you give me a hand and just, ask around kind of thing? And he sends you on missions to investigate what's going on with Batman. But don't worry. Batman's got Batwoman, his general. If you guys read the comics, you may know that Batwoman's kind of taken over a very leadership role in the Bat family, where she trains them, because she's ex-military. She trains them, and she's kind of a general. She keeps out on the streets while Batman's doing all of those clandestine things that he's always doing, because he doesn't want to actually tell any people what he's actually doing. See the Metal storyline in the comics, where he likes to keep things a secret from people. So that's what she's doing here. Her purpose here is very much we have this gang war going on and we have to take control. And his is more concerned emotionally about the city, about where is Batman. I have concerns. He does, I know he usually disappears, but he's not usually gone for this long, kind of thing.
Got it.
And then on the flip side, in the villain hub, you've got Talia al Ghul, who's kind of both. She kind of is the general, but she also is emotionally concerned about where Batman is, because you may know that they share a child, Damian. So they have kind of a relationship there. And so she's kind of playing the dual role on the other side.
Okay. And we'll actually jump into the villain hub very briefly later on. So let's
Sweet.
check it out. Before we move on, before we move on to the thing I was going to move us on to, this is open world amusement mile.
Mhm.
Kind of a classic. Everyone's, not everyone's, but one of my favorite areas in the zone, or in the original launch game, like the open world Gotham. And we've made a couple of tweaks, haven't we, Oceans?
Maybe. Possibly.
There's been some updates. For one, we were like, could we replace the bat symbol?
Yeah.
And
that
she's like, I just did that while you were asking me to do it.
Nice.
It's already done.
Is there anything else players should look out for? I mean, obviously the NPCs are different. It's Joker
Oh,
goons
crap.
and Riddler goons.
Oh my god.
Fighting each other.
Bro.
Maybe.
Whoa, what a staff.
Maybe
Okay, good. I think
some tags from Team Riddler versus Team Joker.
Tags? What do you mean tags?
There might be some graffiti someplace.
Interesting. Okay.
Are you a street
Watch for
artiste?
those. Yes.
I'm going to actually pick up a mission.
The
if that's
Joker
okay.
and the
Sure, go
Riddler
for
have
it.
not been on best terms since the Clown Prince of Crime
Oh,
hired
I'm on the
Deathstroke
pointer.
to take Riddler
So
out.
she says things.
Lucky for the Riddler,
Can they
a
hear it?
hero
Can you
was
guys
there
hear
to
that?
save him.
They can hear
Then
it.
he went underground. Seems as though he wasn't just hiding. He's made a move, a big one, on the amusement
Spoilers,
mile.
Ariel.
I guess he took that assassination attempt personally.
Do you want me to just not?
Speaking of taking things personally, Batman is missing. Batwoman didn't want to tell you that for risk of the word spreading, but I need you to keep an ear to the ground. With Batman out of the picture, we've got to get creative. Batwoman and I
Sounds
have
weird.
an idea. We're going to throw a match on this powder keg and hope it'll burn up quick without any innocent people getting hurt. Hey, pal.
Oh, look,
I wanted
he's
to
got a little-
personally thank you for helping us stop Tom
Oh,
and for helping
apparently
us
I've already
find
done some
Batman.
things on this character
I
and I'm
mean it.
getting updates.
You really came through for the
Oh,
city.
well, that's fine.
And
Whoops. Here, I'm going to grab one of these.
I
Yo,
need your
Batwoman,
help
give me a
to
mission.
pit both sides of this gang war
Thank you.
against
So
each other.
what she's
Pretend
asking us to
take a
do
side,
is go
work
work
against
for
the
the
other
bad
and lead them
guys
closer
and
to
kind of work them against each
self-destruction.
other, similar to what's happening in the comics. Batman's kind of playing both teams against each other, but here we're doing it. So she's sending me to talk to the Penguin, who is basically kind of like a capo for Joker.
Yeah, I can't help but notice you have like 15 missions that look like available for you there.
Oh,
Some
God, I love the bottom of
Yeah,
the
there was a
shoes.
lot. I guess I should have mentioned that. I know. Look at my shoes; they're amazing. I want those in real life.
We'll talk about rewards and styles later.
I'm sorry. Got distracted.
Ocean's too crazy.
No,
But
they're-
yeah,
those are
there's
awesome.
a few things to do.
You don't have to
There's
pick them all up.
obviously,
I was just there are a lot.
I'm just showing folks. There's cops. There's good cops. There's bad cops.
What?
Nightwing mostly has us looking for Batman. Bullock wants us doing cop stuff. He's really. I love Bullock. I'm so glad we got him back because he's such an ass. He's like, I'm up for a promotion. Don't ruin this for
Oh
me.
my goodness.
Nice.
Yeah, I love Bullock. He's one of those characters you love to hate. But is this what you're talking about?
Maybe.
Oh, there's some.
possibly.
So yeah, they're kind of like claiming the turf, but to like freak him out, you can be like, ha ha, Joker was here.
You can tag the tags.
Yep.
So
and
wait.
there's actually a feat for doing. There's a hierarchy of feats for just. I'm gonna die.
I
for-
think you've got a
for
million
doing that.
HP helmet.
Those aren't actually. They're not related to a mission, but they're related to a feat, and they're really fun because you find them in the weirdest places, and then you can spray paint different.
You don't have any skill points spent on the right
Oh,
things.
why do you do this to me?
Because this is
Do I,
not
have
the
a, do I
plan.
have a cheaty?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There you go.
There we go.
Oh, also, by the way, don't hit your other trinkets besides that one.
Roger that.
Some
trying
things are
to
not
get-
quite finished.
Trying to
We're
get over to.
Still an internal build here.
There we go.
There's another one. Excellent.
I love that. That was fun. Thanks for that, Allison.
Mm-hmm.
So while we're running around here just a little bit, we've gotten the story version of how we got here. Riddled with Crime itself as a gameplay episode thing on the development side had kind of a interesting path to becoming a thing as well. Originally, we planned it to be a major event similar to
Yeah.
Starro, right?
Yep.
And based on your feedback, we have converted it into an episode. You want to talk a
Yep.
little bit about how that happened or what that means for this episode?
Star was really fun. A lot of people. It had more people playing that than anything ever, and that was really cool because it engaged so many different types of people. But we just wanted to be able to do a little more and keep it permanent. Then we can start getting into raising the CR and a little bit more permanent rewards. And we kind of. I mean, it's been a long road back, but to just more frequent packaged DLCs
Yeah.
like this.
There were definitely aspects of Starro that were great that we want to continue,
And
but
we will.
there were aspects of episodes that you guys were really wanting and we thought we were missing too. So here we are at a major event that's become an episode. Because of that, the timing is a little bit weird. Usually, right, episodes are about every quarter-ish or whatever, right?
Look who's back.
But you know that Earth 3 comes out in November, which is like 2 months
Right.
from, September. So there's that kind of condensed window. We've definitely taken that into account, right?
that's taken in account overall. The rewards length kind of thing, especially since we're on kind of like an expedited schedule.
Mhm.
Because, I mean, the bottom line is we wanted to get the other DLC out in November, and we were like, how do we resolve this? But we still want to have 2 episodes, so we
Right.
took that into consideration. And there's always weekend events and stuff like that that can help expedite rewards
Sure.
being earned.
So we'll talk about that a little more when we get to rewards and kind of, what things, how things work and all that kind of stuff. But I just know we've taken all that into account, and it's been fun actually converting this over.
Yeah,
in a lot of
I'm
ways.
very happy with it, and we work really hard on a lot of this really elaborate content. It's nice to see new people coming in every day and getting to play it. I did want to mention this content is a lot of the people on the team have come to tell the design team how much fun they thought it was.
Yeah.
It's I love this open world, this particular open world. And a lot of these little gags you're going to see, like the spray paint stuff, was Jack Frost, I believe, came up with those ideas. They're very, very... There's some jokes, obviously. There's some riddles. You'll find some
Jokes
riddles, too.
and riddles?
Yeah, it's like a theme.
What?
But anyway, so do we want to look at more stuff out here?
You know what? Let's jump into... well, we can stay out here and just kind of look around, but let's go through the content, and then we'll jump into the zoo and really look around there and look at the environments and stuff.
We can
That sound good?
appreciate the NPC names.
Dumples, Twinkle Toads.
They're so good.
Dumples is basically the star of this episode.
Dumples.
This is basically
I know,
the
we're
Dumples
like-
episode.
Who are all the characters in this? And we're like, well, there's Dumples, of course, number 1. And then, there's Batman and all them, but Dumples.
So content. We've got this open world area, which is will be a preview for everyone. Level 10
Right,
unblocked.
good point.
Just like we had for Age of Justice, basically, except this is even more. It's even bigger. There's more to do for everybody in the game, level 10 plus. So basically, regardless of your level, you can come here and enjoy this awesome gang war.
Mm-hmm.
Come enjoy the gang war. That's horrible. But yeah, come enjoy
It's
the.
a party, and you're all invited. I'm actually gonna turn off aggro if that's cool,
Yeah, that's fine.
because I'm gonna walk around a little bit. No hate.
Yeah. So we've got this open world. We've got daily missions, weekly missions, and bounties out here,
Yep.
as well as a bunch of feats and all the usual stuff open world.
And we have actually something we've never really done quite like this before. And there's one mission. It's actually not repeatable. Where you go. I think it's Query. It's either Query or Echo. I can't remember which one's doing what. But she gives you a mission to go essentially find Riddler clues throughout.
Solve a
and
riddle.
in this, and to solve a riddle, and it's all in this area. I'm not going to show you any of it because you got to figure it out on your own. But it's not repeatable because it's only kind of fun to do that, like, once. You're like, oh yes, I know the answer. So, but it does open up access to some rewards once you've done it.
Cool.
I'm sure someone will have a full write-up on that on the forum soon enough.
If you can't figure it out, sure. Okay, so we've got this. We've also got 2 duos. We didn't have a duo last time, so now we have 2.
2.
Was that on purpose,
Two
or just how it worked out?
Kind of, sort of. I mean, we
sorta.
kind of wanted
Awesome.
to do more duos, and it worked out in the reward structure and the content that we wanted to make. So we did it.
Do you want to just base very high level what's happening in those 2 duos?
Yeah, and I'm gonna actually show people. Can I do this? Is there anything weird I'm gonna see in this?
I sure hope not.
Yeah.
It'll be
You know what? I
fine.
won't. But there's actually they're 2 separate. I'm scared. I don't want to reveal anything I'm not supposed to yet. But there's 2 duos you can queue for, and one is basically to work on Team Joker, and one is to work on Team Riddler, and you're working. You're fighting the other side, and very very iconic Gotham villains in the duos are going to like Ace Chemicals and other iconic locations, and they're trying to take that. It's a turf grab.
It's Gotham. Yeah.
It's Gotham. It's a turf war in Gotham. So you're going in and you're clearing them out.
All right. Then we've got the Rise of the Bat 4-player operation. Without spoiling too much.
Yeah, this
What's
is
going
a
on
tough
there?
one because not every episode is like about a mystery.
Right.
You know
This
what I'm
one
saying?
is.
So you can be like,
Yeah.
yeah, at the end you fight Typhon, the god of monsters, and this is like, I don't want to tell the end of the riddle, So,
But tell where we go.
so you will head to. So all of this war is happening, and there's alarms going off at Wayne Tech, and so Talia and Batwoman are like, obviously some idiot is trying to take advantage of the situation, and so they send you there to find out what's going on. Things happen. It's a really interesting operation. The gameplay is there's different ways you can go through it in the sense of like fight everything, fight as little as possible, kind of stuff. Anyway, I again I don't want to spoil it.
And we're not going to talk about it, but
Should I tell them the second place they go to?
yes.
Okay, and that's gonna send. It's gonna be a return to the Batcave. I can't tell you why.
And we're not going to spoil this, but there's something they should look for, right?
There is.
Oceans.
Yeah,
This
you
was
might-
this
there-
you?
You might look around.
It might have been me and
Excellent.
the designer.
Yeah. There's
Slip something
Should-
in. You should explore a little
Should pay
bit.
attention when you're there. It's cool.
Yeah, look around and enjoy the environment.
Yeah. Should be great. Okay. And then we have a raid, an elite raid in the Gotham City Zoo.
Our new map.
So let's jump into the zoo and kind of look at the environment first, and then we'll kind of not play through, but Godwin our way through a little bit of the content.
All right. Do
but
you want me to queue or you want to cheat? to get in
I'll
there?
cheat just to
I'll
make
drink
sure it
water.
works. But set us up without spoiling too much. What's the zoo? Why are we going to the zoo? Or hmm.
Well, once you kind of
I
figure.
think we maybe lost your mic.
No, that's my fault because I was drinking water. Delicious water. Once you figure out what's going on, which I'm totally not going to tell you, you find out that essentially that stuff is going down in the zoo, in certain areas of the zoo. So you kind of have to explore through the cool map the art team built for us. And Telarto worked side by side with them, creating this cool experience. Worried that got quiet. But in the end, you fight the big bad. This is like, I feel terrible. I don't want to spoil it.
Just talk about the
Okay, we
can
environment
just-
itself, why we picked the zoo, that kind
All
of
right. So,
I'm going to actually do, I'm going to turn.
well, that's,
8.
I don't even want to tell them why we picked the zoo.
Okay.
'Cause
Well, then
there's a
just sit
reason.
quietly and
And let
Oceans and I will
yes,
look at the
explore
environment.
and show us all the cool things that you'll see.
We're going into house camera because it's worth it.
Okay, that's fair.
So,
Do you want to take them on a tour?
I could.
Oceans, please.
do you want to drive? It's cool.
I'm gonna try to not.
I mean, house camera's kind of weird, but have fun. So we're at the entrance to the zoo.
Yeah, let's take a
Awesome
minute and look
signage. What are you guys thinking here? What was the goal?
Man, we just wanted. We really wanted to make a zoo. We were all really excited
Like,
about it.
we like zoos.
We do. It was an exciting, new, like different environment. 3 of us actually had our grimy hands on this map. See if I can find.
No, go that way. Don't go that way.
Go this way.
I'm just like them. This is a very clandestine.
Oh my god. I'm just
stream.
gonna actually show things I'm not supposed to.
Yeah, because it's triggering things for what it's worth.
It is.
So the chances of spoilers are very high right
Probably.
now.
I worked a lot on this open air area.
I love that lion so much.
I'm so
That's
glad it's
just
a lion.
freaking amazing.
It's no secret that I love lions. So.
You really wanted that lion.
I
and
did.
We wanted to put something else there. We ended up with a lion.
Thank you. They did it for me.
How many zoos did we go to for research purposes? None.
I mean, we have an Austin Zoo. I went to the San Diego Zoo via Google
Oh.
Maps. They have like a
Oh.
whole tour of
Like-
that zoo. You can just go all the way through it.
Very cool.
It's
So,
crazy.
the Gotham City Zoo is actually in the middle of downtown, basically, or
Okay.
some part of the city. It's obviously it's in Gotham
I
County.
love all the signs.
The
Yeah.
signs are adorable. I want them from my lair.
I want them
Oh,
for
I
my
should
office.
be talking about.
Yeah, you
base
can like
items.
you can have that. You can have that.
You can have all of these base.
We actually, I
their
have many of
signs.
them set up in a base. We'll check them out later.
Perfect.
Some, I mean, many of them.
Perfect.
Not all.
We're gonna go play with
Yeah.
the gorillas.
There are lots
for
of
a second.
kitties.
Gorillas.
And looky, there's animals. I get
He
excited around
jumps.
that. I'm like a child when we get to the zoo
As
stuff.
gorillas
I don't know
do.
what this is gonna do in house cam, but I'm gonna try it.
Okay.
Can I fall?
Oh, you can get in the water.
You can go swim around
Never
with the
do
gorillas.
this in real life.
Yes,
This
please.
is not
Please
safe.
don't.
Never. Only when you're a superhero powered by exobites, magic, and other things. And then you probably shouldn't even do it then. Why are you doing this? You're a terrible person.
I don't know.
Oh,
I'm a bad
goodness.
influence. Also, you can see the signal in this
Okay.
map too.
Oh yeah, because obviously Riddler's making a move.
Or the door. Can I go through?
Well, so we'll go through there a little bit shortly. We'll go
Okay.
through there shortly.
Okay.
You will.
That's
You
perfectly
will
fine.
spawn the thing.
Yes.
You want to?
Yes.
Okay.
Unless you say no, but
no,
we
we
talked
can
about
do
that.
it. I won't explain why they're there, but we can
Okay.
see it. We can definitely see it.
I'm a horrible tour guide. I'm so sorry.
I also like all the sleeping flamingos.
But a lot of work went into making these cages look realistic.
Yeah.
and-
So I had a lot of fun with the exhibits. This one was really silly. I love it. They look around. If
So
they're-
cute.
If they're
That's
not
great.
sleeping.
Like little ones that are tucked up, snoozing.
Flamingos are really freaky whenever they're sleeping. I try to make them not look so freaky, but sometimes
Aw,
they
but
just
then
like
they're not true to life.
They look broken when they're
They-
sleeping.
They
They
do.
do.
They're all like.
they like
Yeah.
curl up their head and just rest it on their back, use themselves as a pillow.
Yep.
It's very strange.
My cat does that. It's weird. But so there's a bunch of exterior areas out here where like you have the open air like lions, of course.
The public areas.
Gorillas. Well, there's also internal exhibits, like when you go into like the cat house. We don't
Yep.
have a cat house, but like an aquarium and stuff like that. So there's some interiors also
I don't know those.
that you go into, which I don't think we'll show.
We'll not
today.
we will not show any of the
Okay.
interiors. You'll have to play the game.
That's-
And
to
then
see
you go
those.
into the like, when you go to the zoo and they're like employees only or science research or whatever. There's a few areas that we go back into where like people don't go because things are happening in those areas and we got to get there fast.
Cool.
I will say I was really excited to put rain in here because we haven't had a rainy environment since.
Yeah, it's really
Gotham.
cute. I always, and I'll even kind of, like in real life, you'll kind of forget it's kind of raining, and then you'll see like drips on the ground, and you're like, oh.
Yeah.
It's cool.
It is really cool.
Okay, well then let's head back to the entrance again, and we will unhide ourselves and just God mode through a little bit of the content.
I hope it triggers properly since we're kind of.
I
like-
tested it earlier.
Okay.
I think we're gonna be
Let
fine.
somebody else drive.
Take this controller.
Take it away from me.
All right, now you should. Let me just make sure you have the right helmet on. Yes, you do. So you should have 1,000,000 HP and be able to kill things with your trinket
We'll
before
see about that.
before they kill you.
I did want to point out that the Bats of Gotham County exhibit is brought to you by the Wayne
Wayne
Foundation.
That seems fine.
We had to
That's
sneak
not
that in.
suspicious.
I am
We're just gonna quickly kill everybody and kind of advance the story just a little bit. Get behind that door we kind of ran up to earlier, and then we'll pull it back from there, and we'll look at rewards.
All right. All right. And this is obviously this is a raid, so there's 8 players. And one little anecdote: around when we started work on this, I bought a 4D map of Gotham City for the team to build in the kitchen.
Is that how we got
and
that?
the first piece I pulled out randomly was the Gotham Zoo.
Nice.
And I was like,
It's
You-
perfect.
you guys. you
It's
guys.
pretty funny.
I was like, make it look like this. No, I'm kidding.
Hey, it's a
Look,
lion cage.
Lions! It
Exhibit.
made me so happy that
Cage.
Thomas.
Uh-oh, ambush.
Oh no! Do you want me to kill him?
Yes.
You picked the wrong giant glowing Q-tip.
You don't like
to
my
mess with
staff?
today.
Oh,
What's he doing back there?
I don't know.
He is up to no good. What? What? What?
Uh-oh.
Ah! There he is.
Man-Bat Commandos in the
Man-Bat
house.
Commandos. Oh, Sonic. Oh. You know what they do? They do things like giant Man-Bat would do. So
Yep,
there you
that's
go.
cool. Go ahead and
Kill
kill
him.
this wave.
You down. It is not this easy. My goodness. It is not
There's
this easy.
a lot of waves that are going to come in. More Man-Bat Commandos
So many Man-Bat.
They look so cool though.
at
They
the
are
Gotham Zoo.
really cool. We did have to do some updates to the skeleton of these NPCs to work with those big wings.
There you go.
Went to the animator and I'm like, hey, what do you think about this guy? He was like, eyes got big. Well, what do you want him to do? Everything.
Hey, you got a feat. Good job.
Those are but a portion of my new army. Mere
All right.
compared to the night storm.
It's so funny sitting by the animator because you come over, or you have people come over and they're like motioning how they want it animated, and I
Oh,
just
you-
sit and giggle.
You had a good time when we were doing water
Water
powers.
powers.
I like how
were
physical things get
amazing.
sometimes.
All right.
So that's
we
it.
wanted to
We're
look
gonna
at
stop.
stuff.
We're gonna stop there. We're not gonna go further. We're gonna spoil too much or show too
Yeah,
much.
you've already
but
spoiled a lot.
That's the zoo. That's what's cool in this environment. So let's do rewards.
All right.
Let's actually.
How do you want to do it?
Let's just do it right here. Actually, we can just stand right here.
Is it good enough lighting?
is it good enough
Can
lighting?
You guys see pretty well.
Face a
There we go.
light. There we go.
That's better.
Perfect. Okay. Yeah. This
Except
is
my
great.
face, which is shrouded in a beard and mystery.
Well, and hat. You've got some nice hat coverage
Beard
there.
mystery.
Okay, let's armory number 1 should be the one you're wearing now, which you guys have been staring at this whole time. This is the regular vendor suit.
It is. So this is the what you get, which the currency is marked bills.
Of course,
Because it's
marked
all,
bills.
essentially all the factions. You might have noticed those running around. It's kind of like this weird trip down memory lane with all the different villains. So marked bills, and this is what you buy with that off the vendor, if you remember.
The cane is the back item, obviously.
Yes. Oh my God, I've been walking around with that cane for like
Not
months.
on your back though. I feel like it should.
I
be
know,
always
right? I
on
gotta
your
figure out a
back.
way to hang it on my back. But anyway, so it's all tintable. We just, green and purple kind of makes
It's classic.
Yeah, classic. A lot of cool asymmetry to it. Like there's this little patch for one shoulder. The gloves question marks
Slower movements, maybe,
are
just
correct.
for the motion sick among us.
They're you know, because if we just did like non-asymmetrical, you'd have a backwards question mark.
Right. That
And
makes
then you guys probably saw earlier. There's little question marks on the feet. We're like, we're just gonna put question marks
The zipper.
everywhere on the zipper.
It's so cute.
Which that's a really interesting point. The waist item is actually not the little belt buckle that you see under there. That is
Okay.
part of the pants. The waist item is this leather like hip pouch that
Nice.
you can wear with anything on the side. On my character, I made everything green and purple, and then I made the little hip pouch brown leather. It looks very nice. It looked like he stepped
Very
off a runway.
classy.
Kind of thing. It's very, very classy. I really liked it. I mean, I love doing big armor suits and really superhero-like things, but it's nice to do something that's more Gotham villain style.
Gotham
you
villain
know,
and a
chill.
little bit more formal.
Chill. Yeah.
Dress up sometimes.
Could wear it to the Iceberg Lounge,
Yeah,
but
there you go.
it is
All
not
right.
a fanny pack.
It looks
It
like
is a hip pouch.
Okay, man
It's
purse
a
fanny pack.
Stylish fanny pack. Those are stylish, right?
Go ahead and hit armory number 2.
All right. I always like to block first. You said which one? 2?
2.
Bling!
This is the enhanced version, still in green and purple. Notice it ripples across the chest and legs.
So naturally, there's some glowing and some like real like just making the metals pop kind of thing. And I love this so much. There's like a shimmer to the little like question marks
Yeah,
that
it moves
are
across.
imprinted
I think they
on
can.
it.
Yeah, they can see that pretty good.
Yeah, it looks. I love it so much. You know, because it looks cool on the regular suit, but then you get the like, meow. Doesn't make that noise. I make that noise. Meow.
You
Every
can make
time.
that noise at home.
Every time. Oh, I guess I'll go, you guys. And the am I a flyer?
You are a acro.
I don't want to bother them, but they're dark. If you set them to the green, they would glow on the bottom of your
Oh, the
feet.
bottom of your
On the
shoes
bottom
can
of your
glow.
feet.
I should
Yep.
have done that.
Yep,
That's
yep,
awesome.
Yep.
Check that out in the game.
So yep, this is the elite bling.
Awesome. All right.
Also, I don't know if
Yeah.
you guys can tell, there's a tiny question mark on the back of the vest. We went all out on this
That's
one.
Nice detail.
Designed by Migzilla and an artist that doesn't have a dev name, so I won't say
A
his
nameless artist.
name. Nameless artist
Secret.
designed this suit. So.
All right. Go ahead and armory number 3.
Armory 3.
It's actually 2 different things.
Oh, I see. Put your staff away. Nobody cares about it. This is a rare style item. It's just a style.
This is just the T-shirt.
It's a T-shirt with a stained question mark.
It's purple.
It's very similar to something you might have seen in the comic books in the Jokes and Riddle tale. We saw it in the book, and we're like, yeah,
Has to be a
we're
thing.
doing it.
Yeah.
We have to do it. And then the other item is OP glove, like
And
legit.
The staff
I'm sorry.
actually.
Omnipotent.
Yes.
What?
Omnipotence glove. Well, the staff shows off the fingers of the glove
Yeah, you
very
can see
well.
it. It's asymmetrical glove, and it has a gradient in the color on the hand, and the fingers glow. Just playing around, trying to learn new things. I thought it looked really amazing when the artist was like, "You wanted me to make amazing glove? How about this?" I'm like, "Yes." Kind of tried to hit all the cool things. It's asymmetrical, glows, it's gradient, it's sleek, it's
It's pretty cool.
bee's knees.
It's the one OP item.
It
in
looks
this
so
episode.
cool with hand blasts.
Yeah.
Now, of course, you're like,
Should've
nothing awesome, but you don't want to be too
It's cool.
awesome all the time. So, or do you? Just keep. Anyway, shield. Dang, it's gonna be the other. Anyway, you'll have fun playing with it. I did, obviously.
Lots of good combinations.
Yep.
So, you'll notice the 4th armory was do not use under any circumstances. I don't know if you saw that.
Okay.
You
I
didn't even
did
see that.
not, But
Anyway.
I won't then.
It was actually just a joke, but I wanted you to see it and then be like, "What's that?" And then you weren't. So
Oh.
that's sad.
No matter
for me.
what.
Do not use.
I just read no matter what, D. Oh, not use.
Okay. Well, whatever. All right. We are going to switch now to a female character
All right,
to look at
check
the
it out.
rest of the styles as well as these in.
We will show the ladies.
Actually, let me hop back here, just so you don't see anything you should. There shouldn't be anything.
Which that's the hand is the only omnipotent item. Kind of done on it.
Yeah, it's
Back.
just 1 for the episode instead of
Yep.
7 or whatever we did last time.
Yeah, it seemed a better cadence, especially going back to the cadence we're on now.
I'd like to point out that the last character's name was Jokes, and this character's name is Riddles.
Oh, jeez. I didn't even notice. Good job. Well done.
It's cute.
And I see it's more purple.
She's dressed similarly but different, with a white shirt and purple and green highlights.
Yeah, it
because
takes
you
on
can
the-
do different things.
Yeah, the colors really well. Oh yeah, these the shoes. Didn't really show the top of them much on the other guy, but they're monk strap shoes.
Okay, what's that?
Nobody knows what that is. I was like, when we were trying to decide what kind of fancy shoes would the Riddler person wear, and I'm
Yeah.
like, hey, we should do monk straps. And they were like, the same reaction. And I'm like, well, Google will know.
Is this a thing that you knew about, Oceans?
Do you know what monk
No.
straps is? I really like shoes. But anyway, they're like double buckles that go across, so they look really stiff. They're very sleek. So
Not a shoe connoisseur. Where am I?
Toms are fine. I had to look at her shoes when she said that. But
All right. Oh, by the way, this is the villain hub.
oh yeah, you said
There's
we'd be here.
Talia.
Good old Talia Al Ghul. And then her second there. He's a pretty cool, kind of funny, dark character. He's like, essentially, he's doing all the work she doesn't.
Kind of
wanna
funny,
do.
murders people. That kind of thing.
Yeah.
Cool. All right.
Yeah.
Find a good lighted spot.
Oh yeah, and Killer Frost is here. She has kind of a funny side story, so check it out if you're a villain. I don't think you'll even. Well, you'll. There's some collections that'll explain it for everybody. What do you want me to do? Sorry.
Find a good lighting.
Taste
So we
the
can-
light.
Good lighting.
Face light.
I mean, it's Gotham. It's a little dark here.
There's a lamppost right there. Doesn't really.
It's fake light.
She's really getting into the walk though.
Dee-dee-dee-dee-dee. Come on, everybody who can has a controller does the
Yeah.
slow walk.
That's fine. That's good. That's good enough.
All right.
They can see it pretty good. We're pretty
Yeah.
light here.
It looks great.
All
They
right.
did a good job making
Let's.
making it custom to the female.
Yeah, it's cut differently, right?
A little bit. Little bit.
Armory 2.
What else? Okay. We're looking at the bling now.
Yeah.
Bling. Ooh.
No, that's
I went
cool.
crazy with teal.
Nice.
These
I
are,
like
by the way,
teal.
these are not artist approved colors. These were
Oh,
all
that's
me
not
this
bad.
time.
It's not your worst. I'll put it that way.
Excellent. Great. That's
like
good.
Cupcake.
B
But
minus.
Riddler
it
cupcake.
does look like a cupcake master of sorts. We just invented a new Gotham villain. Cupcake master. Probably already exists. I mean, you got Convict King and all that. But,
I feel like the fanny pack is more fitting on the female character.
don't judge.
That's because I'm a sexist, probably. But
Yeah.
okay, let's move
Don't
on.
judge.
Um,
Hip pouches
hip
are
pouches
for everyone.
are awesome. Yeah, you're right. I'll get one tomorrow. Armory 3. Let's just do it.
All right.
This is the same as last time.
Same stuff.
This is Riddler
Showing off.
T-shirt. This time in green, because why not?
I think the other one was green also.
I mean, the rest of her stuff. Was
Oh, okay.
Now she's like full on
Yeah,
green.
she's like a Riddler goon. Yeah, we kind of have a lot of goon themes going through.
Yeah.
Henchmen, goon, hired goons, goons. Anyway, and she's got the glowing hand too. What is she? Oh, she's also staff. But you can check it out on her.
Not as obnoxious as stuff.
Aver has the gloves set to white, and it looks badass.
You can change it if you want.
I'm sure people will have fun.
All
doing
right.
that.
Okay, well, so the other thing you mentioned in your letter is that there is a special mask coming to the game.
A special mask.
Yeah.
Oh, yes, yes.
So let's go to Armory 4.
Okay. That.
What?
Oh, you did a nice job. I like your little design here. It's the Batwoman mask.
Yep.
I am so excited about this. And like the Lions, this one was they did a really fantastic job on it because I knew that I would wear it like crazy. So
Excellent.
it
yeah.
looks so good.
It's cool. This is the
Oh.
Batgirl gear because it is
Right.
kind of fitting.
Yeah, maybe
And
there'll
yeah.
be better gear someday that you could wear it with. But this is great right here, dude.
Yep.
I'm gonna go redesign my character.
That looks awesome.
But yeah,
Good.
it looks
It works with
good.
the hairstyles. Some of them better than others, just the way things clip.
Yeah.
But
Welcome to video games. But it
it's-
looks pretty good when it actually goes through
Yep.
the hair. So.
yeah, it does.
I
So
think it'll
that's-
work fine with my character's faux hawk. So
All right, and now we're going to show off one more thing. This is a couple of trinkets. Go ahead and use whichever one you want.
So, yeah, we got a couple extra little surprises, some fun stuff. Do I actually have them on?
Yep.
Okay. Which one do you want to do first?
Not an armory. Let's
Sorry.
do.
Yeah.
Whichever one.
Aw, Batwoman flying. You just ruined my immersion.
Oh
Okay.
no.
Can't do anything right.
So one of them is kind of they're kind of the rare collect stuff rewards, but they're mostly just.
These are
cool.
drops, I believe.
I think you have to get a few drops to get.
Okay.
But
Okay.
but
let's
you'll
just
see.
move on. Let's just
Yeah.
let's just do. Yeah, sure. Let's just do that one.
Yep.
This is a form change.
So if you like our man bat, feel free to turn into one and continue your adventures. I've always been a big fan of form changes. Like in EverQuest and stuff, I'd have like
Yeah.
I was a rogue, so I'd have every
Illusions.
illusion mask you could have. And if you just can't get enough,
Run down the beach a little, or not the beach. Run down the
Get-
waterway a little bit.
what do you mean, like
Just
to
like
get
run.
aggro or?
No, I just.
'Cause they're good.
Don't hurt me.
Makes me so happy.
I love the drop.
It's the fall is
Yeah,
awesome.
the guy is pretty good. I'm gonna beat you with my stick.
That's what
Yeah,
happens.
because you're not. It's not like a form change in the sense that it changes your
Wrecked.
abilities. I know. I'm just like, because I don't have any powers or skill points worth it. Well, I guess it is.
Actually, this character I think has a couple more things.
sweet.
His combos.
It's you. You're playing you, but you get to. It's kind of like the Beastie Morph trinket, which is a lion. So you can imagine I use it a lot. But anyway, oh, I'm in a bubble.
It has a couple of bugs which we're fixing, which is
Yeah.
right now you can't get out
Yeah,
of block.
I mean, it's not even on PC test yet, but yeah, I won't block again.
Also, you can't get out of Man-Bat form right now.
Ever.
Oh no.
So the
Enjoy-
change is permanent.
Enjoy your permanent Man-Bat.
Poor Dr. Langstrom.
You can zone and then it's fine. But,
All right.
that will be fixed before.
But yeah,
that.
if you're like, man, you know what? You know what's better than man bat?
Yeah. What is better than Man-Bat?
Min bat?
Men? No.
Man bats?
Man-Bats? Man-Bat?
Multiple of said thing?
How do you get multiples? It's the same one.
Oh, that's not how to do it at all.
That's not how to do it.
There we go. You call them in. Come on, guys, let's go.
Oh my god.
Henchman!
Yes.
Man-Bat
Henchman
Commando.
skin.
Henchman.
Get him, guys. There's gonna be so many wings flapping around in content for a while. Halloween is gonna be special this year.
It's going to be a good October.
Yeah. So that is. Do you want to tell them where they get it from?
Yeah.
The henchman skin for the man bats is you can only get it in the elite raid.
From the Elite Raid
The
only.
elite raid.
Get your Man-Bats. Show them off. Show your eliteness.
Prove your epicness, your
Yep.
awesomeness, to have your little buddies running around with you. They may also not despawn.
I was going to say, it's been a while, hasn't
They
it?
will behave like
Oh, no,
normal
there they
hench-
go.
Oh,
They went
there,
away.
bye-bye. There they go. See ya.
Sweet.
But, yeah. I mean, we're kind of doing that thing where it's like, you know what'd be cool? Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah, that's awesome. That Man-Bat sculpt, that model is awesome.
Yeah, couldn't get enough of it. I know we were like, I want to see more Man Bat. And I'm like, all right, let's do it.
There we go.
The designer, I can't remember his full name. Somebody, if Sport or somebody can say it, in charge of loot for this.
Shinobi?
Shinobi! Yes, thank you. Those were his ideas. I think they were cool.
They are
I
awesome.
really like them. I'm like totally not really playing, just in case you're worried.
Bats. All right, let's go to our base.
All right.
It's base time. We're gonna look at the base items, and then we'll head to the FAQ after stream. Oh, we're
Am
gonna
I
do that.
doing that? Is Oceans doing that?
It doesn't matter.
We can figure that out after the stream.
Tune in to find out who the hell shows up.
I think we're going to the Aura Cave, not the Bat base.
All right.
We might be in the wrong base. Should be unfortunate.
We need to get like a weird little couch or something.
So
There's
that's
like
not this
3 chairs
uncomfortable?
that are like jammed into each other.
I don't have your pillow this time.
I
Or-
don't have my pillow. I need
I
like
forgot your pillow.
I need a
Sorry.
because I lean forward. Like anybody really cares how I sit in a chair. I'm very particular about my chairs.
Base is loading because we're on internal.
Is it because there's so many cool things? in
Probably.
it?
Yes, we're in the right base.
Woo-hoo,
All right.
Win. Do you
So,
want to?
Sure.
You're like, stop handing me the
Oceans.
controller."
Stops.
what did you do? You ripped a bunch of stuff out of the zoo, right? And we just have.
We just have a
lots
bunch
of
of from the zoo and some things that didn't show up in the zoo. I'm gonna break this one. Of course, I break the window.
Rude.
We're gonna show off the.
I'm gonna tell the story on that one. Is this one that I asked?
Your mic is away from your face.
Nobody heard that.
They probably did. What's the story?
I think it was this one where I asked for.
I think it was this one.
I was like, could you make a painting of something? And she was
Oh,
like,
yep.
Or was it this? And you were like, hey, what do you think of a big window that actually looks into the
Or I did that last DLC,
And-
and then
Okay.
And now we have
and
windows.
now we just
And
do
now
windows
it's raining.
automatically.
Oh, it was the Riddler thing that I was like, can we have a Riddler and a Batman? And you're like,
I already did
I'm Oceans. Of course I can do that for you.
Got all these awesome zoo signs.
These are awesome.
Show the lion one. It's my favorite.
Can I like?
It's my favorite.
Do you want to go into house cam?
Do we need to fight over
I
the
can.
lion?
Oh, I meant fake house cam.
Yeah, you
His-
can do that too.
His thing. There's cute little like paintings and signs and stuff all over the zoo, and essentially, you can have them.
Can have all
There
the
you go.
things.
You can get them all. Yep, these are in the exhibits. Such good gorilla. Some bat formation.
There more? There's more.
The lion is amazing. I love the lion so much.
Let's see.
On the left, there's some cages, just in case. I don't know if you need cages
For any
for
reason.
stuff in your base.
Yep.
Cool fence. What's on the ceiling? What is that?
Of course, we have to have bats.
Yeah. There's individuals and there's like a pack. Like that's actually two things hanging there. There's like a pack of bats. And there's other thing. Zoo
And
signs.
We're gonna have zoo signs. Do you have a bunch of these somewhere?
There are a bunch of these somewhere. Yes, if you
Somewhere.
turn around.
Oh gosh. Apparently, I'm going up first.
That's fine. House cam is a little bit unwieldy. Bat models,
There
right?
we go.
In different flight positions.
They're so cute.
Oh, here.
Perfect. What are these?
Can't tell them.
That's a
Can't
spoiler.
tell
Is what those are.
you. Can't tell you anything. Oh,
There's
There
some
they are.
posters. Basically, all the
Yeah.
posters from the zoo. There's this size. There's the hanging one you kind of looked at a minute ago, and there's also several other like sizes. Just
Yeah.
no matter what you want, like if it was there, you got it.
and these were so much fun. I know
Who made these?
these were my lead. He had a lot of fun with these.
Awesome.
I don't know if he has a forum name.
I don't
so
believe he does. He's nameless.
he's nameless. Let's see.
And that's
is that it?
basically it? Yep. So we got a bunch of zoo stuff.
Wait.
Oh, that's
It's a little harder to drive. in
That's-
this one.
that's a ceiling. We just kind of.
I know there's some weather base items.
Oh, turn around.
Did
Go
you?
back to the entrance. We missed a couple of things.
Did we?
Yeah.
Did I
Yep.
just fly past them?
Well, we were kind of inside already. The very entrance. So we've got some of the graffiti. There's like maybe 12 of these different versions of graffiti and then graffiti over graffiti.
Yep.
Whatever you want from kind of the content that's in here.
Everything that you see in content will be.
Nice. If you back up a little bit, there's the rocket right there. That is my favorite thing about the open world.
Oh my
Go
goodness.
find it. Go find that. That's amazing. It's important. Got a new TV.
We have an updated TV.
Nice.
It's not the Brainiac TV anymore.
Other things happen.
And you'll notice it is in fact raining somewhere. Right
Somewhere.
here. I swear.
Are you sure?
I'm pretty sure.
Right in this area?
Yep. It's maybe like right at the entrance.
I think you're lying.
Go into
Do you wanna try to find it?
maybe we destroyed it. Can you destroy the rain?
You can.
It
It should have
Yeah,
respawned
would
though.
come back by now. Can you destroy the rain? I mean, like
I
an
think it just makes a
existentialist
splash.
crisis on this stream. Can one destroy the rain?
Oh, I need a HUD.
That would
That's
help.
better.
Here's hoping you don't have any other things in there.
I don't.
Okay.
I swear I put rain down. What?
He's gonna make it rain.
There's 2 sizes, right?
Yep.
There's a smaller and a larger. So yeah,
you have
you
this
can.
large one somewhere if you already
It's
granted it
it's in
somewhere.
here somewhere. I think it got destroyed. Okay, now we'll exit, and yeah, here's what you can put rain in your base, folks.
Yeah.
This is the small one. There's a large one
There's
somewhere.
a large one that should be able to cover the entire top tier of the base.
Okay,
So it's that
quite
big.
large. Maybe I put it in here.
Yeah.
I don't know what happened to it. Anyway,
It's gone
there's
forever.
there's rain in your base.
Feel free to give feedback on other sizes that would work for certain reasons and stuff. So in the future we can do different things.
Like base wide. That's doable, right? The whole
Base.
entire base. No.
I could. It's just where do you put the little
Right.
handle?
Yeah, how
for
do
you
you
to pick
control
up?
that?
Yeah.
It's like where do I pick up the rain whenever I don't want the rain anymore?
Nice. All right, so that and let's see, do I miss anything? Oh yeah, we were gonna real quick go over item levels. Vendor gear is item level 181. Sorry,
No.
183,
183.
which is CR 210 about if you max everything out.
Yeah, depending on your other accoutrement.
Drops will cap at 181, which is
yeah,
right below
the
that.
purple gear drops.
And you need to be CR
197.
197. See, you didn't even need me to get this information.
No, not really, but I like having things written down. For when I'm,
197.
Like,
to play
not,
with it. The preview is obviously 10
But-
plus, not 197. So there you go.
You're right. Everybody can, for the preview, 10 and higher can enjoy the amusement.
Yeah. So we're going back to Amusement Mile, 2 duos, an operation, into the Gotham Zoo, which is all new and awesome,
Mhm.
and then a ton of base items and some cool
It's
style
actually
rewards.
it's a little bit bigger than the amusement mile area.
Yeah.
Kind of, it's like spilling out a little bit into the city.
The gang war is
so-
spilling out beyond the
It's
carnival.
like the amusement mile is like where the Joker and the Riddler's guys are like. So.
Got it. Cool. So this is actually moving on to the test server today is the plan. Hope that hasn't changed in the last hour.
Crossing my
Um,
toes too. So.
So you guys should be able to play it. When you get to the test server, we won't have the itemization fully in, is my understanding.
Right, that's a good point.
So when you're not getting rewards for things, that's not something to panic about.
That should
we'll
be
get
out
those in.
next week.
Yeah. Also, we're planning to launch on September 20th. So you heard it here first.
Dun dun dun.
So it's coming right our way. Anything else you want to say? Anything else I missed? Nerve Pry? Oceans?
This
Yeah.
is the coolest content Batwoman's ever been in.
Batwoman's ever been in?
Yeah, this is
Batwoman.
it's gonna make up for all the things in the past. I'll just put it that way.
Awesome. All right. Well, thank you guys for joining us. Thank you out there for joining us. We really appreciate you guys playing DCO, and check us out on the test server, and also enjoy your water and stats revamped and everything else characters that you've been playing on live. And we will see you next time. Thanks for joining. Bye, everyone.
Ta ta.